Chapter 3, Lesson 3, Part 1, Dividing Whole Numbers by Decimals. So there's two methods again. We can use a diagram. So in this case we have 2 divided by 0.4. So we have 2 full bars. That's what these are, 2 full bars. And then we're splitting them up each into 10 spaces because 0.4 is in the 10th place. And then they break it up into groups of 0.4 or 4/10. So here we have 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, and there are 5 groups of 4/10 in 2. Method 2 is converting to fractions. So 2 divided by 0.4 is the same as 2 divided by 4/10. Remember, to divide fractions, we do keep flip change. So we keep 2 as our first number and flip 4/10 to its reciprocal of 10/4. Okay, and then they're dividing by the common factor here, which was 2. But we could have just multiplied straight across and got 20 over 4. And then done the long division to convert it back to a mixed number, but in this case it would actually be a whole number of 5. So let's try 3 divided by 0.6 in both methods. So this bar is actually made up of 3 whole bars that are each split up into 10ths, and then there's sections highlighted of 0.6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. So 3 divided by 0.6 is 5. Or we could do it with the fraction form. So 3 divided by 0.6 is the same as 3 divided by 6/10. And then fractions, we do keep flip change. So we would get 30 over 6, which simplifies all the way down if you did the long division into 5. Okay, let's try number 2, 9 divided by 0.5. I'm going to do 9 divided by 5/10, which changes to 9 times 10/5, which equals 90/5. And I would do the long division, and I would see that 90 over 5 simplifies all the way down to, I'm just going to do the math here. All the way down to 18. Okay. 12 divided by 0.3 becomes 12 divided by 3/10, which then is 12 times 10 over 3, which becomes 120 over 3, which if we do the long division is going to equal 40. 12 divided by 3 is 4. We're just adding that extra 0. So now we're going to do some examples where we have larger numbers, like 36 divided by 12/100. Again, you can use the diagram method here. They broke it up. 36/100 or 36 gets divided into 0.12. Again, that's just going to be really hard to make all these 36 bars and break it up into 0.12. So I highly recommend you learn the fraction form. So that's 12 over 100 because our 2 is in the hundredths place. So we multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, so we will get 3,600 over 12. And that's going to simplify all the way down to 36 divided by 12 is 3. And I add my 2 zeros here. That's 300. Okay, so 28 divided by 1400. I'm going to do the same thing. 28 divided by 14 hundredths. Just want to make that easier for you to see. So now I do 28 times 100 over 14. And I would get 2,800 over 14. 28 divided by 14 is 2. And then I'm just going to add my 2 extra zeros. 90 divided by 15 hundredths would be 90 times 100 over 15. So that equals 9,000 divided by 15. 90 divided by 15 is 6. And then I just add my 2 zeros, 600. So again, just changing it into a fraction and then dividing that way works much simpler than drawing the diagram. So get in the habit of that and just remember to use your keep, flip, change.